Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be learning about we're going to do a trade review for the previous trades that we called out, and we are also going to be learning about one of the trades that played out very well, I think two. And also I'm going to be giving you one setup. I think it is this one here. I think I'll give you two setups at the end of the video. So stay tuned as I'll give you two setups, that is Euro JPY and US30 at the end of the video. So stay tuned as we progress in our video. So we are at 520 subscribers. So you guys subscribe, we go to 600 subscribers and counting. Subscribe and be part of this growing traders community. So as you subscribe, let's proceed straight to the videos. We are going to start with gold. We're going to start with gold to see how gold is doing. So this is gold. Gold has been going up, and this is the 4-hour time frame. So we just start from the daily, do a simple top-down analysis and see where gold is heading. So when you do a simple top-down analysis, you will find out that gold is heading up here. We have this area here that gold is attacking, this area here. That is where gold is headed, and this area here has been holding gold for a long period of time. There is one here, 2, 3, 4. Each time gold has been reaching here, it has been dropping. The irony is, you think that when it is going to come here, it might drop and go to the upside. It might break and go to the upside. However, it doesn't. Whenever it reaches here, it will drop. So ideally, people who trade support and resistance, and they were trading, let's say, support resistance, the moment gold came here and made a second touch, the third touch, they were selling, got some profits. Fourth touch, sold, got some profits. Now we are going for the fifth touch. So that is the daily time frame. It showed clearly that we are heading for a fifth touch here. So what do we expect there? We go down to the 4-hour. Now that we know where gold is going, we go down to the 4-hour and then start looking for only buy opportunities. Good. So now on gold, we saw price was making higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. However, on the 4-hour, there was no clear demand zones to buy from. So you sloped down to the 3-hour and see if there was a clear zone. On the 3-hour, there was also no clear zone. There was this one here, but it was too big. And you also know that for zones that are big on gold, they are not tradable. So you went down to the 2-hour. On the 2-hour, you found now a zone which was reasonable. We had a higher low, higher high. We marked this zone. We marked this zone here. However, price did not come back and it made another higher high. So it gave us another zone, which was this one here. So you mark it very well like that. Let me just remove this one. So you mark this zone very well, and then after marking that, wait for price to come back to the zone. Wait for price to come back to the zone. Then target a 1:2 first. 1:2, but the previous high would be better. However, 1:2 is okay, and then you let the rest run. So far gold has moved around 300 pips if you had bought from this area on the 2 hours time frame. I think it was also available on the 1 hour. Let me just confirm. On the 1 hour it was there, but it was not clear. However, you could refine it up to there, and then you would enter like this. For gold, if you get an opportunity to refine, always refine. Always refine for gold, because it is too volatile and it has a lot pip count. So that was one trade on gold, and it is moving out so well. So the main target is, and I want you to monitor this, the main target is this high here 500 pips. So monitor, I think by tomorrow morning it should be on the target, should have hit the target tomorrow morning. So that is for gold. Trade was gotten the 2 hour on the 1 hour. So let's proceed with another trade. I think it is on GBPUSD. Yes, GBPUSD. So GBPUSD, this was a clear cut trade. Got on the 4-hour time frame. Price was going down and then it made this huge move to the upside. One candle engulfing all this group here, breaking all the previous highs. So this is low, low, high, lower, low, high, high. That is a QM. So where is the demand zone? It is here. So just mark it, mark that candle very well. You see the tap in, sniper entry, and then price has moved to the upside, giving you your take profit. So the ideally the stop losses would be around 25 pips there. I target the previous high, which is this one, 105 pips. That is 1:4. Very clear and simple trade. Price tapped in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that is just one day and a few hours, and then it hit your target. It hit your target. So that was a good move, and which it came from this reaction, this demand zone to the upside. So what is the future for GBPUSD? GBPUSD is targeting, it has made, this is like a head and shoulder. People who trade chart patterns, this is a head and shoulder around this area here. You see, inverted head and shoulder on the daily time frame. You know what that means. You know what that means. We are going probably targeting this supply zone up here around 300 pips. So that is for GBPUSD. Now GBPUSD, be looking out for only buy entries, since you have seen that head and shoulder. Only buy entries on smaller time frame, buy entries only. So far it is going, but I think we shall use the 1 hour to look out for buys. 1 hour. Let me see what we have on the 1 hour. Good. Only the 1 hour to look out for buys. So now this high that has been broken, we wait for this high to be taken out, and then we shall look for the demand zone that was responsible for taking out this high, and then we shall be buying. So far GBPUSD is heading to the upside. So I think it should be the same with EURUSD. I'm not sure. I mean, go to the daily time frame. It is the same thing with EURUSD. Inverted head and shoulder. Inverted head and shoulder on the daily time frame. It is the same thing, because when you look at it well, price tapped in from this region and it is heading to the upside. So if you come to the 4 hour, this was the demand zone that price reacted from, and now just like on GBPUSD, it has been going to the upside. So that one we are expecting to buy up there. So let's see where it is going to stop. So let's proceed with our analysis. We have USD Chief. Now USD Chief, this is I think it reacted from the 1 hour demand zone, supply zone. Yes, the 1 hour supply zone, but this one is a little bit tricky. See, price broke this structure here, this one here, and then has been retracing to the upside, reached, tapped the area, and then dropped to the downside massively. It also made that inverted head and shoulder here, and then dropped. So it was a very good trade, because this is a clear supply zone with one big Marubozu candle. So it tapped in and then dropped massively, which was a clear trade for that matter. So we shall proceed. I think that is all. I just have one trade to show you. This one we called out, but it is still in play. So I'll just come to the 4 hour time frame to make it simple. So this is a trade I called out from, I think, the previous 2 videos. I told you this was a demand zone to buy from. This was the stop loss. Price reacted from the area, went up, just like on USD CAD. However, USD CAD has dropped after giving us a few pips. It has dropped. So, but this one then came to sit from a base here. Now it has come out, and so far we are in profit. So it should come up here probably take out this high. So Euro GBP is still moving on very well. People who entered it here, you should be in profits. So that is all that I wanted to show you about the previous trades. Euro GBP, if it moves on well, we should be targeting this high here. Okay, so now I wanted to show you about the two trades that I told you. One is Euro JPY, the other one is what? US 30. So let me start with US 30. So US 30 price was making high highs, higher lows, higher lows. Night has made another high, and this is a clear demand zone. So people who would want to trade US 30, this is the area to buy from. Let price come back to this area, and then you should be ready to execute your trades from around this area. People want to buy US 30. That is 26 pips. Risk targeting 70 pips to the upside. So you have to wait for price action to come and tap into this area, and then we can go back to the previous high, gain our profit, and then move. So that is on US 30. So we shall proceed with where is it? Euro JPY. Yes. Euro JPY, you see this trade here, guys. You see this trade here. There's a rally, a base, a rally. Very good move away. Price has not yet come back to this area. So we're just waiting for price to come and tap us in, and then we take it to the upside. Simple, clear, and straight. Wait for price to come here, tap you in, and then we go to the upside. We go to the previous high. That is 194 pips. I think, guys, you can see that is, by the way, it's going to be a clear trade because this is also looking like a head and shoulder. If you go to the line chart, you see this is a shoulder, this is a head, this is another shoulder. So we just expect price to come and react from the shoulder, and we go to the upside. So we're just waiting patiently. This is an area that you can a trade that you can keep on your chart. Monitor it closely until when you get that confirmation, Euro JPY. So if you go to the daily time frame, that is what you see. This is a break of structure, and this is an open close support. So that is what you're waiting for. Come tap us in probably tomorrow, and then we can start going to the upside. So that is all, guys. That is all for today. Is there any other trade that I would want to review? I don't think so. Let me see. DJPY, what do we have? DJPY, it is just a trade that is currently trying to happen. If you look at it very well, we're just waiting for price to come and tap here and then drop, tap into the zone and drop, because this is a break of structure, and then this is liquidity. So this is a supply zone. We are waiting for price to come and tap here and then drop. So I think AUDJPY and Euro JPY, those are the two trades that I'm looking forward, even US 30. So guys, that is all for today. Thank you for watching, and let's meet in another video. Bye.